Here's a 1970 Mercury Cyclone GT. It's a factory N code 429, factory 4-speed. It's got the matching number engine in it, original transmission, still has the original shifter, original T-handle, everything. Well optioned. It's got power steering, power disc brakes. It's got the gauge package with the factory tack, bucket seats, original console. Has the 325 nodular case, 31 spline rear end. It was originally medium green. It was repainted this darker green quite some time ago, probably back in the 80s. Still shines and looks presentable, but has lots of chips and scrapes and really deserves a repaint, but looks good from 20 feet or driving by. It's a very, very original and solid car. Really no rust in the body at all. The quarters, floors, trunk, all very clean, no evidence of patches. There is rust in the driver's floor. It's originally a California car, or no, excuse me, it was in California for most of its life, and the front and rear window seals are dried out and the front windshield leaked, but other than that, looks like all original body panels. All the lines are good on it. Hood's not bowed like so many of them are. The bumpers are straight. It's got the hideaway headlights. It's got the original rally wheels on it with the 235 60/14-inch tires. The trim on the side has been replaced with aftermarket. They did a good job. It looks similar to the original trim, but if you wanted that trim, you'd have to source that, or I was just gonna delete it because I don't really care for the trim too much. Other than the trim and the color change and a different carburetor, it's pretty much all stock and original. You can see how solid the quarters are. Doors open and close really nice. Real clean underneath. It's not cracked out around the door latch. Still has what's left of the data sticker. I do have a Marty report on the car. There's a picture of that on the ad. A little bit of rust right there. This side, maybe just a tiny bit. The molding around the back is in nice shape. So is the taillight panel. It still has the honeycomb. Trunk is very clean inside. See no rust above the taillights. Still has the original trunk mat. Real solid underneath the lip. See how clean the trunk floor is. Still has the original cardboard. See how good the quarters look inside. Real solid around the gas tank. Interior is all here, but it does need some work. Door panels are pretty good, little minor scuffs and things. The carpet is original and still okay, but it is coming apart here. And still has the original floor mats, original inserts. Driver's seat has been reupholstered. It's a little different shade of green than the original. I did find a supplier for the original upholstery. I have a sample of that. It'll go with the car. And I do have the emblem from the driver's seat, that one there for the driver's seat. So if you have the seats recovered, you can have that put in. It's got the factory kick panel speakers. You can see those. Has the gauge package, the tack, all the gauges. This rim below steering wheel has obviously some cracks in it, needs to be restored. Has one of the nicest 4-speed consoles I have seen. I don't see any cracks, and the plate on it is really, really nice. Really no pitting, just in excellent condition. Whole console is really in pretty good shape. Headliner needs to be replaced, and like I said earlier, the front and rear window seals should be replaced, so it'd be a good time to do the headliner. Back seats in good shape, of course. Package trays pretty good. Does have rear speakers, but most people will want those anyway. Has the original shifter, original Hurst shifter. Real good shape, works well. Has the original T-handle. It's not a reproduction. There is a difference. It's got the set screw in the side and has the correct H pattern on the top. The reproductions are a little bit different. Close, but different. Looks like the dash has been trimmed a little bit to put a different radio in it at one time. It's back to original now, but from here it's got the door buzzer, still works. Motor runs good, no noise at all. Doesn't smoke when you start it. Clutch is very smooth. Transmission works well. You can see that, but the tack works. Oil pressure gauge. Everything, gas gauge, everything works. All the lights work. Signals work. Windshield wipers. Even the reverse lights still work on it. Interior lights work. Radio works. Heater. Really, the car is ready to drive. There's a little squeak in the front end, pretty typical of an old Ford. Take a look at the engine compartment. Other than the old chrome valve covers, it's very original. That and it has a Holley 750 carburetor, but it's matching number engine, has the VIN stamped in the back of the block. It's got the original intake manifold, has the original exhaust manifolds. It still has a radiator that looks like it's a little bit bigger than original, but it is the original fan shroud. It's in good shape, has just a little chip out of it right there. But you can see that the shroud is not quite as wide as the radiator, because it is the original shroud, but a little bigger radiator. But good clean shroud overall. Extremely hard to find. Still has the heat riser on the exhaust manifolds. Has the original exhaust manifolds. It's pretty much all stock under here. Shock towers are nice. Don't see any holes. Take a look at the engine compartment. The engine is the original matching number motor. Has the VIN stamped in the back of the block. Other than the chrome valve covers, Holley carburetor, it's all stock. Has the original exhaust manifolds. Still has the original heat riser. It's kind of hard to see, but it's on there. It is a bit bigger. It's a wider radiator than original, but it is the original shroud. You can see that the shroud's a little bit smaller than the radiator, but this is the correct 429 shroud, which is extremely hard to find. It has a small little chip out of it that would be an easy fix, but other than that, it looks real good. You can see it still has the markings on the firewall from the factory. It's just untouched. And, you know, could stand to be cleaned up, but really it's just the way you want to get them. Underside of the hood looks real solid. You can see the original green paint on both fenders. Like I said, I believe it's original, all original body panels. The grill, the headlights will pop up after sitting for a while. They lose the vacuum. The grill has a crack right there. It's not really noticeable when the hood's down. And there's a crack right there that needs to be repaired. But overall, a real nice grill. Headlights operate as they should. Go up when the lights are on, go down when the lights are off. Take a look at the underside. Cross member straight. Has some oil on the underside of the engine, but it really doesn't leak. It's pretty clean under the front. Torque box on both sides are in good shape. Torque boxes. The both front floors do have rust, you can see. So you need, at some point, want to replace both front floors. Rear floors are in good shape. Trunk drop off looks pretty good. All around the gas tank looks good. Frame rail back here looks good. Looks good inside the wheel wells. Passenger side drop off looks pretty good as well. And the passenger side wheelhouse looks good. Passenger side, pretty much the same thing. The rear floor looks good. There is rust in the front floor. You can see torque box is good. Somebody tried to jack it on the seat reinforcement. Probably want to fix that when you do the floors, but relatively minor. So really just the front floors. There are just a couple bubbles in the right rear quarter that I forgot about, but pretty minor. Overall, this is a really clean Cyclone. Good body lines. Hood's not bowed like so many of them are. Really mostly original. Very, very solid overall, except for that driver's front floor. Things line up well. Doesn't look like it's been wrecked. It's the desirable matching number 429 Enco. It's a factory 4-speed. Has the correct rear end. All the hard to find stuff is here. Glass is good. Very, very straight body. Paint's pretty weak, as you can see. It's faded and could be cleaned up if you wanted to take the time, but really you can see it's failing there on the fender and around the door here. But overall, really, really well optioned and great car to start with.